You know, we've been conditioned to believe that what we desire is out there waiting for us, but what if that very belief is what's keeping us trapped? Most people chase after love, success, or happiness, thinking their worth lies in the things they acquire. When you examine it closely, you'll see the paradox. The more you chase these external validations, the further they seem to slip through your fingers. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your outer world is merely a reflection of your inner vibration. It's quite the revelation, isn't it? You see, our lives are like radio frequencies. If you're tuned in to a disharmonious tune, you inherently repel the very realities you seek. It's like trying to catch a fish while you're standing in the desert. No matter how much you long for it, it just won't happen. Now, picture your mind as a beautiful garden. If it's filled with weeds of self-doubt and fear, can those delicate blossoms of opportunity really thrive? The truth is, they can't, and that's where so many people languish, stuck in jobs or relationships that drain them. They think they're cursed with bad luck, when the real curse is a misalignment with their true selves. Let me share a story with you about someone I once knew. This individual believed wholeheartedly that they would only be worthy of love once they achieved their career dreams. Year after year, they toiled away, scaling the corporate ladder with relentless ambition. But when they finally reached that pinnacle of success, in the job title everyone else envied, loneliness still echoed within them. They were awarded all the trappings of success, but inside they felt empty. You see, the moment you realize that your emotional state dictates everything in your life, potential bursts forth like seeds in the spring, waiting to take root and flourish. Because here's what most people never realize. The power to shift your entire experience rests in how you choose to feel right now. Each moment offers you two options: to dwell on what's lacking or to cultivate a sense of abundance from within. It's a choice that can alter the course of your life. Now think about this for a moment. What if love, success, and happiness aren't external commodities to be chased? What if instead they are internal states of being to cultivate? When you fixate on the idea that your worth is contingent on external validations, you create a vibrational frequency that actually pushes them further away. Have you ever noticed how often, the moment you stop seeking love, it seems to find you? That's not mere coincidence. It's a powerful reflection of your inner state. When you detach from the neediness of your desires, you become more magnetic, attracting the very things you thought were just out of reach. This is where the magic lies, in the subtle art of allowing. Because when you align your inner world with your desires, everything begins to shift. As you embark on this journey of understanding, it's essential to recognize that self-doubt plants those pesky weeds in your mental garden. This is the battleground where many people get stuck, ensnared in cycles of negative thoughts and feelings. The story of my acquaintance serves as a perfect illustration. Despite appearing successful on the surface, he spent years assuming that achieving the pinnacle of his career would bring him lasting happiness and fulfillment. But upon reaching it, he felt emptier than ever, his weeds choking the potential for joy and intimacy. So, as we dive deeper into this concept, let's consider our emotional landscape as intricately linked to our physical reality. Think of happiness not as a destination, something elusive that you must chase, but as a state of being that radiates from within. The frequency we emit shapes our experiences, attracting or repelling the opportunities that align with it. As we continue to unpack these ideas, let's not forget about the practice of gratitude. It plays a crucial role in this transformation. When you shift your focus from lack to appreciation, your vibrational frequency begins to change, and opportunities start to emerge like flowers pushing through the soil in the spring. The universe is constantly responding to the energy you emit, so make it one of abundance and joy. Let's take a moment to breathe and reflect on what we've uncovered so far. It's not just about wanting, it's about aligning. It's not simply chasing after what we desire, it's cultivating the inner garden so that what we seek can flourish naturally. As we move forward in this exploration, let's dig deeper into this wisdom hidden within vibrations, for it's this understanding that holds the key to unlocking the true potential within you. The journey has just begun, and what lies ahead may transform everything you thought you knew. Now, if this is resonating with you, if you're starting to feel the shift in your understanding, take a moment and breathe it in. You see, the deeper truth here is that the path to transformation begins with awareness, acknowledging your current feelings and the narratives you've been telling yourself. The questions you ask yourself are powerful tools for growth, capable of unlocking profound insights. Ask yourself, what am I currently feeling? and what thoughts fuel these emotions. It's in this process of self-inquiry that a new world begins to open before you. Here's what's fascinating. The emotional state you cultivate is not separate from your outer experience. It's the very foundation that shapes your reality. When you recognize that your emotional landscape is intricately tied to your physical surroundings, you unleash the potential to create a life that is rich with beauty and fulfillment. Think about it this way. If your inner environment is cluttered with negative thought patterns, your external reality will mirror that chaos. When you dwell in fear, self-doubt, or anxiety, you're creating a vibrational frequency that keeps you stuck in a cycle of lack. But here lies the beautiful irony. When you start to shift that inner narrative, opportunities begin to emerge almost effortlessly. The weeds of self-doubt wither away, and in their place, the blossoms of possibility reveal themselves. One story comes to mind. A woman I know who was trapped in a toxic job, feeling underappreciated and drained. She believed that her worth was tied to her paycheck and the opinions of her boss. Every day felt like a battle. The moment she began to actively acknowledge her feelings, to question the beliefs that had held her captive, everything changed. She started to explore her passions outside of work, practicing gratitude for the small joys in her life, and what happened next was astounding. She discovered a hidden talent for painting, something she had shelved for years. This new pursuit brought her joy, and sooner rather than later, she found the courage to leave her unfulfilling job and embrace a path that lit her up from within. And as this woman stepped into alignment with her true self, the universe responded. She attracted opportunities for growth, collaboration, and even love that she had long thought unreachable. Everything shifted when she realized that happiness wasn't bound to her job, but rather to the essence of who she was. You see, when you shift your focus from seeking external validation to cultivating your internal garden, the whole landscape of your life transforms. It starts with small, actionable steps, practicing daily affirmations, engaging in activities that ignite your spirit, or simply allowing yourself to feel whatever arises without judgment. It's the recognition that you hold the keys to your emotional sanctuary, and tending to it is a continuous journey, one that leads to profound revelations. Now let's explore what happens when you hit those inevitable obstacles along the way, because they will come. You may feel the temptation to revert to old patterns, the seductive lure of seeking approval in the eyes of others. This is where grounding yourself in your new understanding becomes vital. It's important to remember that alignment comes from within. It's a continuous commitment to nurturing your inner self. When faced with these moments of doubt, take a step back and remind yourself of the journey you're on. Surround yourself with reminders of the growth you've achieved. Create a vision board. Write down empowering affirmations, or spend time with those who uplift you. And yes, some might question your choices, particularly those deeply ingrained in traditional paths. But here's the truth. Not everyone will understand, and that's perfectly okay. Your journey is not theirs to live. As you practice this radical self-acceptance and embrace the shifting frequencies of your emotional state, you'll start to realize something incredible. Your inner alignment draws love, success, and happiness closer to you. When you let go of the need to chase these external achievements, they begin to track you down instead. Picture it like this. When you resonate with the frequency of your desires, you become like a magnet, pulling in all that you seek without force or frenzy. But don't take my word for it. Look at your own life. When was the last time you truly questioned your emotional state? When did you last evaluate how your thoughts and feelings were influencing your world? Do you see the connection? It's not merely about wishing for a better life. It's about embodying the essence of what you desire right now. So, let's take this understanding a step further. Imagine your emotional state as a compass. It points you toward your authentic self. Recognizing and nurturing those deeper vibrations enables you to align more profoundly with everything you wish to attract. The shifting of your inner frequencies creates a ripple effect in the universe, inviting opportunities, connections, and experiences that are in harmony with your true self. And as this all sinks in, remember this pivotal truth. The power to shape your experience rests entirely in your ability to choose your emotional state. This newfound awareness doesn't just empower you, it transforms your reality. As you cultivate this wisdom, you'll find that you have the natural rhythm to navigate your journey, turning obstacles into stepping stones, each one revealing a deeper layer of truth about who you are and what you can truly create. Let's pause for a moment, Reflect on how this resonates within you. You have the power to redefine your experience, and by doing so, you step into the true essence of who you were meant to be. This is the threshold of transformation, the beginning of a beautiful journey where the relationship between your inner state and outer reality becomes clearer, leading you to attract the love, success, and happiness that are innately yours. Now, as we move deeper into this exploration, let's uncover even more practical wisdom, insights and tools that will guide you to align your inner world with your desires, setting the stage for abundant living. The power lies not just in understanding, but in the actions you choose to take. Ready to embrace this next step? Let's continue. When you really grasp this understanding, the shift begins to crystallize. You see, what changes when you align your inner world with your desires is nothing short of transformative. Imagine waking up each day with the awareness that you can cultivate joy, success, and love from within. It's a powerful realization. When you really see this, everything shifts. You're no longer a passive observer in your life. You become an active creator, capable of attracting everything you desire. So how do you begin this journey of practical application? It starts with the foundation of awareness. You've got to acknowledge where you currently stand, identify what emotions you are experiencing, and sit with them. Are they feelings of anxiety, fear, unworthiness? Just becoming aware of these emotions can initiate a profound transformation. Remember, you don't have to judge them. Instead, allow yourself to feel them fully. This is the first step to moving beyond them. Now let's explore some actionable insights. One key practice is daily affirmations. These are powerful statements that serve as reminders of your worth and potential. When you speak them aloud, you're not just saying words, you're reprogramming your mind. For instance, instead of telling yourself, "I'll never find love," shift that narrative to, "I am deserving of love, and it flows effortlessly into my life." This gentle shift in language creates a ripple effect in how you perceive yourself and your circumstances. You might also consider engaging in activities that ignite your passion and joy. Ask yourself, what lights you up? Is it painting, writing, dancing? Whatever it is, make time for it. As you immerse yourself in these activities, you begin to elevate your emotional vibration. When you're engaged in something that brings you joy, you're naturally aligning yourself with positive frequencies, which in turn attracts more of those experiences into your life. But let's not forget, a journey like this isn't without its challenges. You might encounter pushback, both from within and from those around you. You may find yourself slipping back into old patterns of thinking, or people in your life may question your choices. And yes, this might stir up some discomfort. But here's the thing, discomfort is merely a signal that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. This is the time to ground yourself in your newfound wisdom. Surround yourself with a supportive community or individuals who amplify your aspirations rather than diminish them. This could be friends who understand your journey, online groups, or even resources like books and podcasts that inspire you. Remember, you don't have to walk this path alone. By aligning with those who resonate with your desires, you create a potent collective energy that fosters growth and transformation. Now let's pivot to the practice of gratitude, which is an essential ingredient in this journey toward alignment. It's easy to fall into the trap of focusing on what you lack, but when you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, incredible shifts occur. Take a moment each day to express appreciation for the little things, be it the warmth of the sun on your face or the laughter of a friend. When you shift your focus from lack to appreciation, you change your vibrational frequency. That gratitude acts like a magnet, drawing in more reasons to be grateful. And here's a beautiful paradox. The more grateful you are for what you already have, the more abundance you attract into your life. It seems counterintuitive at first, but by celebrating what is present, you create space for new blessings to pour in. It's like a garden. When you nourish what is already growing, you create fertile ground for new blooms to spring forth. As you continue to practice this awareness and gratitude, a profound realization begins to surface. Emotional alignment plays a crucial role in manifestation. You might occasionally find yourself thinking, "I'm doing everything right, but why aren't things changing?" The answer often lies in your emotional state. If your thoughts are aligned with your desires, but your emotions are still steeped in doubt or anxiety, it creates a disconnect. For example, let's consider the story of a man named James. James was determined to attract a loving relationship. He read all the books, practiced affirmations, and envisioned his perfect partner. Yet despite his efforts, he remained single. After a period of reflection, he realized that while his thoughts were positive, he was still harboring deep-seated fears about not being lovable. Once he acknowledged those fears, he began working on healing them. He practiced self-love and reframed his narrative. With time, his emotional state shifted, and lo and behold, he attracted a partner who mirrored that newfound self-acceptance. Now, as you chart this journey of transformation, understand that the real work lies in feeling your way into the reality you wish to create. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about embodying the emotions that align with your desires. You must feel the love, success, and joy within yourself before they manifest in your external reality. So, let's weave these concepts together into actionable insights. Start each day with intention. Take a moment to express gratitude, recite your affirmations, and consider what actions will elevate your emotional state. Monitor your thoughts and feelings diligently, and be gentle with yourself as you navigate any discomfort that arises. Remember, this is a continuous journey. It's not about perfection, but about progress. You're not merely chasing what you desire. You are becoming the very essence of it, nurturing the seeds of your dreams and allowing them to flourish in the beautiful garden of your life. The more you embrace this truth, the more aligned and fulfilled you'll feel as you move forward. As we move toward the conclusion of this exploration, keep in mind that transformation is a process. Allow yourself to be in that process. Embrace the journey, for it is yours to own. The universe is eager to respond to the frequency you emit, waiting for you to cultivate that inner truth that will ultimately lead you to a life overflowing with love, success, and happiness. You are the gardener of your own fate, the creator of your own reality. Let's continue to nurture that garden together. So let me bring this full circle. Remember when I said that transformation is a journey, not a destination? It truly is. But here's what I want you to understand. The power of your inner alignment is not something that exists just in theory. It's a living, breathing experience that colors every moment of your life. What does all this mean for you? It means that you have the capacity to reshape your reality consciously and intentionally. As you stand on the threshold of this realization, I invite you to take a moment and reflect on your journey. You are allowed to embrace your worthiness, to recognize that every challenge you've faced has been a stepping stone to your evolution. You are not obligated to live a life based on the expectations of others or societal norms that feel constricting. You have permission to carve out your own path, one that resonates deeply with your soul. This liberation comes from understanding that you don't need to dim your light to make others comfortable. You may have felt the weight of that burden, believing that your authenticity would rock the boat too much, or that your dreams were too grand. But here's the truth. It's okay to shine. In fact, the world needs your light. You are a unique expression of the universe, and no one else can fulfill your purpose. Let's reframe the initial challenges we discussed, the self-doubt, the fear, the external pressures. Each of these experiences has taught you something invaluable. They guided you to this moment of awakening. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, consider them as the rough edges that have polished you into a brilliant gem. The process of shaping your reality often includes discomfort, but that's a natural part of growth. It's within those moments where the most profound transformations occur. Let's come back to that notion of emotional alignment. As you weave together your experiences and the insights you've gathered, be mindful of the habits you nurture in your daily life. Do those habits align with the elevated state you wish to embody? It's crucial to create a routine that supports your growth, whether it's through morning rituals, mindfulness practices, or engaging daily with those passions that bring you alive. Take a breath and allow yourself to envision a future where you fully embody your desires. Picture yourself thriving in the abundance of love, success, and joy. What does your life feel like at that moment? What are you doing? Who are you surrounded by? This exercise isn't just a fantasy, it's a powerful tool for manifestation. When your imagination aligns with your emotions, you create a vivid picture that draws the universe to respond in kind. Let's solidify this understanding with a final story. A friend of mine decided to make a bold leap into entrepreneurship after years of feeling unfulfilled at her corporate job. She had a vision to create a lifestyle brand that reflected her love for wellness and self-care. At first, the journey felt daunting. Each setback seemed to echo her old fears of inadequacy, whispering, "You'll never make it." But she didn't let those voices control her narrative. Instead, she leaned into her vision by cultivating a daily practice of visualizing her success. Every morning, she would write down what her business would look like at its peak, how it would feel to connect with clients who resonated with her message, and the joy she would experience from expressing her true self. With each passing day, she began to feel that success inside herself first. And you know what happened? Gradually, her confidence grew, and her perceptions began to shift. People started to notice her passion and authenticity. Partnerships flourished and sales soared. It was the alignment, the inner work, that drew in the abundance she sought. Now, as we come to the conclusion of our exploration, let this story serve as a reminder. Transformation begins within, and it often develops in subtle, almost imperceptible ways before it bursts forth into the world around you. So give yourself permission to blossom, to thrive, to be wildly yourself. You are not just a participant in your life, you are the creator, the artist, the gardener of your potential. I invite you now to take this understanding into your own life, embrace the journey ahead with an open heart, and engage with it fully. Turn your awareness, love, and gratitude into action and see what manifests from this new frequency you've cultivated. You have the power to turn the soil of your life into fertile ground, a canvas awaiting colors that only you can paint. As we close this chapter together, let these insights remain within you. Remember, every breath you take is an opportunity to create anew, to step into the fullness of your being. You are capable of attracting the love, success, and happiness that resonate with your true self. The universe is waiting, ready to dance with you in this beautiful, co-creative journey. So keep growing, keep shining, and most importantly, keep believing in your own ability to shape this incredible life you've been gifted. You've come this far. Now let's continue this journey of self-discovery and unveil the magnificent possibilities waiting just beyond the horizon. The seeds have been planted. It's time to nurture them and watch them bloom. And I assure you, the garden of your life is about to flourish like never before.